Couple things I want to discuss here. First of all, it's no fun rolling around the bottom of this racetrack, is it? I was just waiting and waiting for somebody, and I kind of figured it might be you to jump up top, see what you could do up there, and you did it.
Yeah, that 184s, he's real good. He's had a fast race car both nights. He just got hung up behind lap traffic right where I wanted him, and I just felt it outside and got him. So hats off to these guys. There's 80 of the best crate racers in the country here. So just like last week with the supers. So this Baker Farms icon is badass. It's been fast all week. It's been we wasn't even going to race. We was going to race supers, and it rained out. So we came here and we just went and threw it together. And Lance came and helped us, and here we are in Victory Lane. They build real good race cars.
The racetrack changes like you and I talked about last night. A little bit different racetrack tonight. Come on over.
Thank you, man.
Racetrack changes so much here from lap to lap. Tonight a little bit different, though. It looked like the racetrack stayed a little bit more even, at least from my vantage point, where a guy could kind of roll around, and obviously we went nonstop, so you could kind of move around wherever you need to do.
Yeah, it was multiple grooves. You could run the middle. If you put your left sides up on that berm, it would scotch the right rear a little harder for my race car. So I was just better there, and but I knew he got hung up, and I knew I had to take it when I could. He had a fast race car, so I had to get him when I can. So, but like I say, last night it was pretty racy, but it cleaned up a little bit. But tonight it's dirty, and it's you can race all over it. So.
Talk about this injury you have. You might want to hurt yourself prior to every weekend if you're going to have results like this.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you what my wife calls me. So, but yeah, it's my legs hurt, but it's nothing that's gonna. It's just bruised, really. So it's nothing that's gonna cause me from not racing or anything. It just hurts really bad.
It might have been, though, from what I heard and what people were saying. It might have been a whole lot worse, or could have been, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse, but luckily, my Uncle Greg was there to catch my fall.
One last thing, talk about everybody that helps this team. Like you said, you weren't even going to be here potentially this weekend, and then North Florida ended up canceling, and you kind of threw this thing together last minute, and obviously a lot of people put this together.
Yeah, I mean, me and my wife, we fund this whole operation, and it's really hard. But my Uncle Greg, he's took off work for 3 or 4 weeks here to come help us. So, and just Lance Wright he's here. He's took off work up there to come help us race. So just everybody, Dale Mosley's put me in a super ride, and he's Baker, Joe Baker, John Baker. Just it takes everybody. I mean, it takes a small village to do this racing deal. So I'm sure everyone here knows. It's just it's not a fly by night thing. If you know what I mean. It's if you ain't good at it, then you need to quit.
Few feet farther down the front stretch last night, but same result. Really good race car 2 nights in a row, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy there at the beginning of the race, and I think I almost caught lap traffic too quick. I was struggling a little bit, didn't really know where to go. I was forced to run the bottom a couple laps, and it seemed like it was where it needed to be, and tried going back to the top in 3 and 4 because I knew that was bread and butter even last night and early on in the feature, and just seemed like it got all crummy and I wasn't good, so I went back to the bottom and got held up behind a couple lap cars. Next thing I knew, Mark was rolling me on the outside. I was like, well, I guess I screwed up there. So.
Well, you know what? I don't know if you heard what I said to him, but it's no fun to follow a guy, and any racer will tell you that. So I was just waiting for him to try to search around a little bit because there wasn't a whole lot you could do in lap traffic right there.
No, I mean, like you said, I mean, the lap cars were all over the place. I mean, they were battling tooth and nail for position. You can't really fault them for that. But I tried laying a bumper to one of them and actually screwed myself because it took the air off the nose, and I scooted up the track, and that's whenever Mark got that big run. So, but can't be any happier. I mean, to come down here 2 nights in a row, run second, we ain't ever been here. So just got to thank everyone that helps us out. First off, my dad. Without him, none of this is possible. Mark and Steve at Rocket Chassis built an awesome car. Stan's transmission, Bob Benz, he come on board this year. We're going to run his car up north at some regional and local stuff. Justin Chance, IG Image, and True Form Race Products. Brad Hibbert at Race 1. He's been a little under the weather a little bit lately, but the guy still calls, hey, anything you need, whatever you need, just let me know. I'll find a way to get it to you. So just everyone that helps out, greatly appreciated. Glad everybody could come out and watch a pretty good race.
We make a point to say a guy doesn't come to East Bay and run well the first time they're ever here. I might have to stop saying that here. You got this thing figured out, yeah?
Not quite. I mean, Mark beat me 2 nights in a row, but I mean, just the fact that as many laps as he has around here to come out and run second to him of all people, I mean, you can't be too upset with that.
Pretty good weekend for you so far. Really good night tonight. Obviously, good points night as well. Talk us through your day.
We just got here today. We cleaned up. We adjusted a lot on the car from last night. We were terrible if we got off the bottom last night. I've been here, but it's been about 10 years when my dad raced, and I've never raced here, so I was kind of out in left field trying to figure out what to do.
We're going to come a little bit farther out. Check, check, check. We're going to make these guys spin around. This thing works in some spots and not in others. Let's stand right here. Keep talking.
Like I said, we went out and adjusted a lot of things right before the feature. I talked to my buddy Dalton Cook. Me and him adjusted us out at the ballpark at Volusia, and I think we got a pretty good car if we get to race tomorrow if it doesn't rain. We got in lap traffic there, and I gave one to Mark trying to get around that guy, but congrats to him. I couldn't do this without all these folks standing right here. My beautiful fiance, my little girl, my mom, Calvin, Extreme Auto and Truck Repair, Abe, Jason, and Jonathan. I couldn't do it without these guys.
Really good night coming in. Notebook now being built for tomorrow night. Like you said, if the weather cooperates with us, you think you got a good one for tomorrow?
We've won every heat race we've been this week, and we won them at Volusia. So I think we got a good piece. We just I got to do my job and stay in the right lines. This track, you got to chase it all night. It's ever changing.
There it is. Dylan Knowles comes home third and 66.